guys, it's Angie. Today is the 20th and I wanted to give you an update because if you watched my last vlog, you saw, I'm just now leaving work by the way. If you saw my last vlog, you saw that I was very worried about the first phone call that we were going to have with an auditor that was coming in, because the last time I had dealings with this gentleman, he was really very kind of hateful. I mean, I can't really think of a better word. And that was also during the time period when I had my first heart attack. So I actually believe all that pressure and stress from that caused that first heart attack. I really do. So anyway, I had said in my last vlog I was really nervous about that, and I was, and I still am. We did have our first call today. He did seem like not nice, but he seemed a lot more amicable than he was the first time we dealt with him. Now it remains to be seen if he will stay that way, because there are a few things that he is asking for that I can't go into specifics on, but that I don't think we're going to be able to accommodate. And I think that same kind of thing happened last time and he got really upset, and so from then on he just wasn't pleasant. I don't even know how to, I mean, he just was not pleasant. So today's call, he himself didn't seem like mean or anything on the call. So the call was okay. What I'm concerned about now is the timeline that he shared, and I don't know, we didn't go into it today because the meeting was only a half an hour, but he's going to have to be told that we cannot meet the timeline. I don't know if he thinks we have like a whole team of people that can do research or what he thinks, but he's giving a very short time frame to research probably what's going to be thousands of accounts. And I'm the only one doing research, so I can't do thousands of accounts in a month's time. It's impossible. So hopefully when we start talking more about the timeline, he'll be more reasonable when he hears what kind of staff we have and stuff. So I'm holding out hope. Today was kind of a cool thing happened. They're having an air show this weekend, so the whole day today there were Blue Angels like doing practice flights, and I am just amazed by those and the pilots that fly them and everything. I love to watch those. They're so cool. I love the sound they make. I love how it makes your whole body vibrate when they go by. It's just really cool. So throughout the day I sit in an area that has, like, my desk isn't, I can't sit at my desk and look out a window, but there are windows very close. So I got up and I was like, if I would hear them, you can usually hear them before you can see them, and then so I would get up and look, and then a couple times today, like both my breaks and my lunch, I don't even normally take my breaks, but today I did, and I went outside and I just walked. I can see them. I'm driving home right now and I can see a formation, 1 to 5 in a formation right now from the practicing. It's just so cool. Oh, you can't hear them. I wish you could hear them. But anyway, so I tried to, the meeting wasn't until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So throughout the day, I just kind of walked around, tried to stay calm, made a tea, just did relaxation things. And even with that, part of this is psychological. And I really apologize for the wiggling. I'm so sorry. I'm going over a really bumpy part of the road. But anyway, even with that, when that call first started and I heard that guy's voice, my heart started racing. And I was like telling myself, girl, nothing has happened yet. You know, you don't have a reason to be nervous. But it's like, I couldn't help it. And here's what I'm hoping will help me this time. You guys, just being able to talk about it and let it out. And then there was a couple of you guys that also work for banks, and so you know what audits are like. And I don't know if you work in an area that gets audited by the state, but you know, we get audited by states, we get audited, you know, by federal regulators, just stuff like that. And also internal audits, you know, those happen pretty frequently. So right now we're going through an internal audit. There's a state audit that's been going on for since 2012 that's still going on. I think that's the whole reason they kept me when they laid everybody else off, because I'm a subject matter expert, which I'll take it. And if it wasn't for the fact that I've been with this guy before and know what he's like, I would be fine with this audit. I just look at it as job security, if there is such a thing. But anyway, I said on my last vlog how scared I was to go through this again, you know, because I had that heart attack. And you know, I don't know, this was really stupid of me, but obviously my cardiologist wanted me to be off work for a while. I only took a week off. I still regret that, because it didn't really get me anywhere. You know, I thought that, oh, they're going to see what a good employee I am and blah, blah, blah. It still didn't keep, you know, I guess maybe it did help a little bit, because they did keep me when they did a layoff of everybody else besides me and one other person. So, but I don't know if they took that into account. But anyway, I know I keep digressing. I feel better after the call because he wasn't as bad. And then I'm just trying not to think of the what ifs, you know what I mean? But like I said, the last time I told you guys how scared and nervous I was and everything, and I got some really such nice supportive comments, you know, even to the one about choking him with yarn. You know, it was between stuff like that, or you know, try relaxation techniques, and girl, I know what you're going through because we've been through audits before. Just all the supportive comments really were very helpful. And like today, just being able to get on here and talk to you guys and kind of decompress after that call, it just helps me feel better. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I can't see them, but there's blue angels. I wish you could hear. They're so cool. My house is nowhere near downtown, so, and it's the downtown airport in Kansas City that's having the air show. And where I work is like in North Kansas City, and so it's really close to downtown, and so that's why we saw the planes all day. But a combination of those planes, which I just think are so cool, and getting to see them, plus the relaxation, plus thinking about you guys and how I have such a supportive team of friends, you know, that I didn't have the friends the last time. And I had mentioned before, I also was managing people. I think at that time, I don't remember if I had 15 or 13 people at that time, but I'm not a manager anymore, so I don't have, you know, my management responsibilities. I still have that other audit, but I'm trying to hold this thing steady while I'm not like driving unsafe or anything. I'm actually driving very slow because of traffic. But when I get over like bumpy spots, I try to hold it a little bit. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm just going to do a car vlog today. And then I'll do another one probably either over the weekend or maybe early next week to show you my projects. I have a couple of them I actually want to finish before I do my next vlog. I'm doing I don't remember what it's called, but on Pam or Yarny Nana on her Ravelry, she has a really easy along that's just like, I wish I could remember what it's called, but basically just cold weather, like a cold weather along, where you can just knit or crochet or whatever, do whatever you want to make something that's a cold weather item, or you can do more than one. It's real non-pressure, and so I'm actually having fun with that, because I figured since Pam's the one that's doing the along, I was going to use my Pam yarn, and that's what I call my yarn that she hand dyes. I don't know, I just refer to it as my Pam yarn. And so I have 3 skeins of that I want to use for this along, and so I'm working on that. And I did a little sneak peek on Instagram of it's a scarf. I mean, surprise, surprise, Angie's making a scarf or a hat. That's pretty much what I make. But I wanted these days, I want to make some like fingerless mittens. I have made slipper socks before, and those are kind of fun. That's another one that I've used the video that the Pam Loomer channel, that is what Yarny Nana has, or what she used to have for loom knit, or she still has for loom knitting. I'm always directing people over there, Pam, so just a really good channel. And so, but anyway, I keep rambling, I feel like, but part of me is kind of excited that the call is over. It's like I had built it up so much, and it was only a 30 freaking minute call. But you know, we did get to see like the list of here's what the state needs, and it's a lot, and they want it by September 15th. And I think for most of it, we can accommodate it. It's just some of it's going to take technology, and so hopefully, you know, that's limited resources too, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in a bank that needs technology resources. So if they're already pulled too tight, we may not be able to meet that deadline. But he kind of sounded like basically just let him know, you know, he didn't say just let me know if you can't meet that deadline. He said something along the lines of, you know, meet it as close to that as you can. If you get it a few days before or after, that's fine. I don't know how you would feel if it was like 2 weeks later or something, but again, I think it's one of those things that if we do a good job communicating, that hopefully, there is one thing that upset him in the last audit that's this, and I can't share the details, that is the same for this audit. And so kind of towards the end of the call, he was like, well, are you going to be able to do such and such? And we told him, you know, no. And it's not like a capability that the bank I work for doesn't have. It's what we're not willing to do for him. It's something that if you banked at the bank that I work for, you would be happy as a customer. We're not going to let them do. So I'll leave it at that, because I don't want to get in trouble with where I work, so I don't, you know, I don't say what bank I work for, and I don't give details. I mean, some stuff I can talk about, like, you know, that I work in unclaimed property, and the stuff that I've told you about that, you can get on the internet, you know, and read about that. It's not any like private information about the bank or anything like that. But I just always want to be really careful, because they have pretty strict guidelines, you know, on social media and stuff like that. So I don't want to accidentally get myself in trouble. But I don't know. I don't know when we're going to have our next meeting with him. I think it's kind of, they have to do what's called a formal entrance letter, where they send you a letter that's like the formal, we are, you know, entering your bank to do this audit and blah, blah, blah. But every time a state's ever audited us, they always do like a pre-meeting, kind of give you an idea what's going on and stuff. Then they do their entrance letter, and then it's like, you know, because there's all kinds of technicalities. It's not really technicalities, but there's compliance and legal and places like that have to get involved to make sure that we're doing everything right and that they're doing everything right and that kind of stuff. I mean, we can't refuse an audit. That is, we'd be breaking a law, but we can protect our customers, if that makes sense. Not that the states haven't, the states have the customers or their citizens in their mind too. That's the whole reason for unclaimed property escheatment, is to protect people's property. So, or that's what they say. So anyway, well, I guess I'll let you go. I know when I use my iPhone to record videos, it seems like it takes them forever to import into my laptop, and then it takes forever for them to upload to, YouTube. But I used to use an app like YouTube Capture, and then there's another one, but they took even longer to import. So I'm just gonna, when I get home, just plug this into my computer, and I bought an external hard drive because my C drive is full. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to, since today's the 20th and there's so many of you that were so sweet and supportive, I just wanted to give you an update on how the call went. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking it was gonna be. I got myself in a tiz, not over nothing, because I think his bad days are coming, but the first call wasn't too bad, and so I wanted to let you know I'm okay, I'm doing fine. I did things to make myself relax, even during the call when my heart started just racing, I started sweating even. It was like, what is wrong with you, girl? But then I was like, I told you, I just talked myself down. I did just fine. I had made my tea right before then, so I just sipped my tea. I didn't have to talk. I just kind of listened. So anyway, I wanted to let you all know I did just fine. And again, I want to tell you, thank you so much for all the nice comments and all the support. It means the world to me. So thank you, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.